Good morning, everyone. It is April 7th, 2021. Thank you for joining us here in conference room 430 at the Hawaii State Legislature. This is the Committee on Corrections, Military, and Veterans Affairs. We have a number of resolutions ahead of us. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. We're just going to jump right in. Starting with Senate Concurrent Resolution 25 SD1, requesting the Department of Public Safety to allow faith pods based on kapu aloha to be established within each correctional center. We have a dozen folks testifying here on the Zoom. I thought I saw earlier the Department of Public Safety. Not available. Is anyone else here on the Zoom call signed up to testify that I've overlooked that would like to jump in on this? SCR 25 SD1. All right, moving on. Next up is Senate Concurrent Resolution 47 SD1, urging the Department of Veterans Affairs to recognize a presumptive service connection for chronically ill veterans who are stationed at Kunia Field on the island of Oahu. For this resolution, we have 3 individuals who submitted testimony in support. Let's see. Is there anyone on the Zoom call signed up to testify that I've overlooked? I'd like to jump in. We have Mike Galudich, Carlos A. Santana, and Larry Beret. Okay, moving on. Next up is Senate Concurrent Resolution 73, also SSCR 1328, urging the state of Hawaii Department of Defense to continue to operate the Hawaii National Guard Youth Challenge Academy Hilo campus. In support, we have 1 individual, Carlos A. Santana. I don't see him here on the Zoom, but is there anyone else signed up to testify that I've overlooked? Anyone here? No one present. Moving on. Senate Concurrent Resolution 103, urging the United States military to clean up munitions and explosives of concern in Hawaii under the Military Munitions Response Program. For this resolution, we have 2 organizations and 1 individual supporting. We have the Office of Hawaiian Affairs in support, Young O of the Chamber of Commerce of Hawaii in support, Carlos A. Santana in support. Is there anyone here to testify? No one present. No one present. Moving on. We're going pretty quick here, guys. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, this is fine. Senate Concurrent Resolution 108, urging the Department of Public Safety to increase its investment in comprehensive offender reentry training programs for individuals exiting correctional facilities. Members, we passed the House version of this just a few weeks ago. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 organizations. Director Max Otani of the Department of Public Safety, the Office of Hawaiian Affairs, Jen Wilbur of the YWCA Oahu, Mandy Fernandez of the ACLU of Hawaii in support, as well as 1 individual in support. Is there anyone here wishing to testify for this resolution? Okay, no one here. Moving right along. We now have Senate Concurrent Resolution 195 SB1 coming over from the Senate. This is the first time hearing this one, urging the United States Congress to amend the United States Code to permit all retired disabled veterans to receive concurrent retirement and disability payments. For this resolution, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 individuals in support who testified in support. Is there anyone here on the Zoom that would like to testify? Hearing none. Moving now to the final resolution of this very brief hearing. Senate Concurrent Resolution 204 SD1, urging the executive and legislative branches of the state of Hawaii to promote and realize the vision and full potential of the Global Alliance for International Collaboration in Space Initiative and explore ways to provide state administrative and funding support for the initiative in consultation with the Hawaii Space Industry Innovation Program and Governor Ariyoshi Foundation. For this resolution, we have 5 individuals testifying, including Dr. Buzz Aldrin. So really a lovely experience to see that. I also see on the Zoom here, Mr. Jim Crisafulli. Mr.
Aloha.
Good morning. You have the floor.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, you actually should have received about 15 to 20 testimonies, and we have to figure out where they're going because a whole bunch of people have been submitting them, and I don't know why you just have 5. So we'll have to clear that up. But I just want to say aloha to your team, and as I noted in my written testimony in support of SCR 204, humanity is now embarking on a new era of space enterprise, with public and private research institutions worldwide exploring innovative approaches to help advance space science, exploration, and development. In response to this movement, a team of visionary space professionals helped launch the Hawaii Space Industry Innovation Program, or HiSpace, through the Governor Ariyoshi Foundation, to explore diverse and creative ways to engage government agencies, universities, scientific institutions, commercial space ventures, and international organizations in ways that can both promote and diversify collaborative space enterprise, to include, but not to be limited to, new educational and capacity building programs, innovative space exploration missions enabled through public-private partnerships, and the creation of multinational alliances to enhance a broad range of collaborative space ventures that ultimately will benefit all of humankind. The Global Alliance for International Collaboration in Space, or GALEX, is a program being launched through HiSpace with the basic operational premise that multinational collaboration in space enterprise can help reduce the costs, enhance the benefits, and hopefully accelerate timetables for future space missions and services. Hawaii's strategic near equatorial and mid-Pacific location, moon and Mars-like terrain, resident scientific and engineering expertise, and diverse alliances with space agencies and organizations worldwide will enable our state to play a pivotal and timely role in advancing GALEX, and in ways that will collectively benefit Hawaii, our nation, and the global community. GALEX is currently seeking to promote its multiple goals and objectives through memoranda of understanding with affiliate GALEX members, through webinars, research studies, training sessions, publications, and related YouTube presentations. It will be reaching out to a broad range of institutions and programs to engage them with the Alliance, including space agencies and councils, space associations and societies, international space development organizations, relevant United Nations offices and agencies, universities and research institutions with space interests, space corporations, space foundations, and space media. So it's a very holistic approach. Progress toward implementing GALEX will be measured by the extent and long-term sustainability of public-private and multinational partnerships launched to advance this initiative. The number of diversity of space research institutions and educational organizations engaged in alliance-related enterprise, and the realization of specific goals as are going to be set forth by the GALEX leadership. Efforts will also be made to identify opportunities for creative business development, new forms of cooperative space activities that can help accelerate and diversify both robotic and human exploration throughout the solar system, as well as enable the long-term viability of humanity on Earth. So I'd be happy to address any questions here, and mahalo nui loa for the opportunity to testify on this concurrent resolution.
Thank you so much, Mr. Crisafulli. Are there any questions? Seeing none, members, I believe I was going too quick earlier and I missed one. If you allow me, we're going to go back to Senate Concurrent Resolution 107, titled "Requesting the Department of Public Safety to correct issues and dismantle barriers relating to the provision of civil identification documents to and successful community reentry of inmates exiting incarceration." For SCR 107, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 organizations three organizations in support, 1 individual in support. We have support from the Department of Public Safety, the Office of Foreign Affairs, and the ACLU of Hawaii. I see joining us here is Mandy Fernandez of the ACLU. Ms. Fernandez, you have the floor.
Thank you. Good morning.
SCR 107.
Good morning, Chair. Mandy Fernandez on behalf of the ACLU. Strongly support SCR 107. Thank you for hearing this resolution, which recognizes how critical reentry services really are to improving public safety and successfully reuniting people with their families and their communities after a period of incarceration. Those leaving jails and prisons face incredible barriers that have been exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Reentry services help people navigate and overcome many of these barriers. Prioritizing reentry planning is not only humane, but it actually makes our community safer. We know that 95% of people incarcerated in state prisons will eventually be released, and reentry programs that help people secure jobs, treatments, housing, and education have proven effective in facilitating the successful transition of formerly incarcerated people out of jail or prison and back to their families and communities. And they've been shown to reduce recidivism. And we also know that our Department of Public Safety is failing to comply with its legal obligations to provide comprehensive reentry planning, including a 2017 law requiring the department to provide civil identification documents to those leaving correctional facilities. These documents are necessary to secure housing and employment, to enroll many benefit programs, and to fill prescriptions for medication. Between October 2018 and November 2019, roughly half of those leaving jails and prisons statewide left without state identification cards. This resolution is necessary to reaffirm the state's commitment to providing reentry support and to urge the Department of Public Safety to prioritize reentry and to comply with its existing legal obligations. We're available for any questions, and we really appreciate you giving this a hearing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fernandez. Members, are there any questions? Representative Kobayashi.
Is there anyone from public safety? No.
On the call, we do have actually support from the Department of Public Safety.
Right, but no one on the Zoom.
No one on the Zoom, unfortunately. And as Ms. Fernandez noted, this is law passed in 2017. We're trying to get basically compliance. So I understand the concern. Members, hearing no questions, if it's all right with you, we'd like to just move straight into decision making. Okay. All right, we're going to take it from the top. In full transparency, why don't I just repeat the title of the SCR? SCR 25 SD1, requesting the Department of Public Safety to allow faith pods based on Papua Aloha to be established within each correctional center. We heard much testimony in support, and we actually heard a version of this previously. So my notion is to pass as is. Vice Chair. Questions, comments?
Okay, thank you, members. We'll vote on SCR 25 SD1. Chair's recommendations to pass as is. Chair, Vice Chair and Chair vote aye. Representative Bronco? Yes. Representative Kobayashi?
Aye.
Representative Kong? Aye. Representative Morikawa? Aye. Representative Tarnas? Aye. And Representative McDermott is excused. Chair, the recommendation is adopted.
Thank you so much, members. Next is SCR 47 SD1, urging the Department of Veterans Affairs to recognize a presumptive service connection for chronically ill veterans who were stationed at Kunia Field on the island of Oahu. I am inclined to pass it out as is. Are there any questions? Any comments? All right, hearing none, Chair for the vote.
Okay, members, we're voting on SCR 47 SD1, Chair's recommendations to pass as is, noting the excused absence of Representative McDermott. Any reservations or no's? Chair, the recommendations adopted.
Thank you so much. Senate Concurrent Resolution 73, urging the State of Hawaii Department of Defense to continue to operate the Hawaii National Guard Youth Challenge Academy Hilo campus. For this, we heard we did receive one individual in support. However, this has been in discussion here in the building for quite some time throughout this session. Members, I'm inclined to pass this as is. Are there any questions? Any comments? Hearing none, Chair for the vote.
Members voting on SCR 73, Chair's recommendations to pass as is, noting the excused absence of Representative McDermott. Any reservations or no's? Chair, the recommendations adopted.
Thank you. Senate Concurrent Resolution 103 SD1, urging the United States military to clean up munitions and explosives of concern in Hawaii under the Military Munitions Response Program. Members, we did receive testimony in support from two individuals, as well as from two organizations, as well as one individual. Inclined to pass as is. Are there any questions? Any concerns? Hearing none, Chair for the vote.
Members, SCR, we're voting on SCR 103 SD1, Chair's recommendations to pass as is, noting the excused absence of Representative McDermott. Any no's or reservations? Chair, the recommendations adopted.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 107, we heard this out of order. It was the last one that we heard. Requesting the Department of Public Safety to correct issues and dismantle barriers relating to the provision of civil identification documents to and successful community reentry of inmates exiting incarceration. We received testimony in support from 3 organizations and 1 individual. I would like, in consideration of the fact that we heard almost the exact same language in a resolution just a few weeks ago, we passed that out as is. I'm inclined to pass this out as is. Are there any questions? Any concerns? Hearing none, Chair for the vote.
Members, we're voting on SCR 107, Chair's recommendations to pass as is, noting the excused absence of Representative McDermott. Any no's or reservations? Chair, the recommendations adopted.
Thank you, Chair. Senate Concurrent Resolution 108, urging the Department of Public Safety to increase its investment in comprehensive offender reentry training programs for individuals exiting correctional facilities. Members, we heard 1, 2, 3, 4. We received 4 supportive letters. We received 1 from an individual. I'm inclined to pass this as is. Any questions? Any concerns? Chair for the vote.
Members are voting on SCR 108, Chair's recommendations to pass as is, noting the excused absence of Representative McDermott. Any no's or reservations? Chair, the recommendations adopted.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 195 SD1, urging the United States Congress to amend the United States Code to permit all retired, disabled veterans to receive concurrent retirement and disability payments. Members, we received testimony in support from 4 individuals. I'm inclined to pass this as is. Are there any questions? Any concerns? Chair for the vote.
Members are voting on SCR 195 SD1, Chair's recommendations to pass as is, noting the excused absence of Representative McDermott. Any no's or reservations? Chair, the recommendations adopted.
Thank you so much. Last one up, Senate Concurrent Resolution 204 SD1, urging the executive and legislative branches of the state of Hawaii to promote and realize the vision and full potential of the Global Alliance for International Collaboration in Space Initiative and explore ways to provide state administrative and funding support for the initiative in consultation with the Hawaii Space Industry Innovation Program and Governor Ariyoshi Foundation. Members, we received testimony in support from 4 or 5 individuals, as well as a hearing from Mr. Krisafuli. I'm inclined to pass this as is to the next committee. Any questions? Any concerns? Chair for the vote.
Members voting on SCR 204 SD1, Chair's recommendations to pass as is. During the excused absence of Representative McDermott, any noes or reservations? Chair, the recommendation is adopted.
Mahalo nui loa.
Thank you so much. And thank you to all of us, all of you watching online, and thank you to all the members for a lovely time here in this committee. We're adjourned.